Located in the northern hemisphere of our blue planet, Canada is known internationally for our snow and our police officers on horseback. Saskatchewan, in the middle of Canada, is best known for its rippling fields of wheat and its loyal football fans. In the northern part of the province lies a special place few know about. Here, looking out from the shoreline of Lake Athabasca, the waters look vast, limitless, like the depths from which the Creator spoke our world into being. These waters seem to glimmer with potential for fishing, for adventure tourism, for hydroelectricity, for sheer appreciation of its beauty. Beneath our feet, this crust of stone holds riches of its own: uranium, rare earth. Riches above us, riches below us, and beyond us. This is our place.
My name's Leonard Adam. I grew up here in northern Saskatchewan, in the Athabasca Basin, in this bowl between the earth and sky. We are few in numbers here, but we know this land like a child knows his mother. We know its past, we are its present, and working in partnership with one another and with you, we will shape its future.
The Athabasca Basin consists of 7 communities: Black Lake, Stony Rapids, Uranium City, Camsell Portage, Hatchet Lake, Wollaston Lake, and Fond du Lac. We are Dene, Métis, and European. We are villages, hamlets, and First Nations. We are many faces with one voice, working for a common goal, a prosperous future for our region.
Our perspective here in the Athabasca, we have been living with resource development for over 60 years now, and going into the 21st century. Our vision is to work with all levels of organizations, including the region, to build a capacity that we can sustain ourselves here in the Athabasca region.
The program Economic Development and the Athabasca Economic Development within the last few years has really brought benefit into our community in terms of employment, in terms of infrastructure in the community.
The board of directors has been great as far as working and looking at certain investments and ideas that we need to get into. I think that they're full of ideas and they have a vision of where they'd like to take their communities. And I think that we're all working towards that grand vision, and that's success. That's what we want.
Ever since I've been involved with the Athabasca, the residents and the leaders are completely focused on economic development. We've got a great uranium industry up there. There's great potential for tourism, water, and of course the residents are very focused on seeing the region maximize on these benefits.
We know that we are not alone here. Our resource base is rich. And with the recent rise in mineral prices and increasing interest in adventure tourism, the world demand for our resources is growing. After years of relative isolation, the basin is a hot commodity. It's happened before. Back in the 1950s, when uranium was discovered in the Uranium City area. When those first mines were shut down abruptly in 1982, we were left to clean up and pick up while others moved on. The basin's next wave of economic growth is cresting, and we won't stand by and let it crash into us. We have survived the hard economic times, and this time, we're going to be riding the wave.
Leadership are open. As long as there's going to be benefits going both ways. It's not a one-way street anymore. A lot of times people would come in and they'd take 80% and maybe give 1% back to the community. It's not the way we want to do business in the Athabasca region.
Yeah, the last 2 years we've experienced quite a growth in our grocery sales, fuel sales, lumber and things due to exploration in the area. like uranium exploration. They had quite an impact on our business, and all the other businesses around here have got a lot busier because of it.
We're always prepared for being spontaneous to make things happen, and we ensure that we bring everybody together to make it happen and make it work.
We have made choices to work together, to establish business partnerships within the basin, with other Northern First Nations and Métis groups, and with companies based outside the region. By working together, listening, respecting one another's skills, ideas, and knowledge, we have been able to accomplish amazing things.
We have 7 or more different businesses that provide services to the uranium mines, and that allows uranium mines to fulfill their corporate social responsibility, and it allows the communities to benefit from the mining activities. So through employment and business opportunities, you're seeing a lot of benefits on both sides.
You know, the heartbeat of Cameco really is Northern Saskatchewan. It is the Athabasca Basin, and we have a lot of respect for the communities and the people up there because they've welcomed our corporation into their homes, into their backyards to work with them. And so it's been a very long relationship. The quality of work, which I spoke of earlier, has been outstanding. They won the Skookum Jim Award, you know, as an Aboriginal business providing support to a mining industry, and that they won that inaugural award. And we're very proud that they won this because it speaks to their ability not only to provide services to Cameco, but to any other mining industry or other industry players in the country. They have that capacity.
Certainly feel that the future of Saskatchewan is in the north, and there's going to be tremendous opportunity down the road.
We can put value in a lot of the minerals that we're mining, but also, you know, there's certainly a value what's on the ground and what's above the ground. Value in terms of our animals, our trees, and fundamentally mostly our people that live there and make that whole country work.
We're trying to build a good relationship with the mining company, and when we establish that kind of relationship together, you know, it makes us stronger.
It's busy, exploration is booming, people are moving, we're seeing an increase in the size of communities.
The potential for economic growth in the Athabasca Basin is enormous. In order to meet the demand, we need stronger infrastructure, a permanent, year-round road system, both east-west and north-south, improved housing, less reliance on water-based transportation for basic goods like heating oil and groceries. Relying on ice roads has meant that every year it frees up, we risk not being able to haul in food and heating fuel before we run out of those basic supplies. On the provincial and national level, we have sought direction, received support, and formed partnerships with decision makers to advocate for roads. Back home, we have trained our own people, formed working partnerships, and successfully earned contracts to take on the road work ourselves. Now the roads are coming, and we are helping to build them. The jobs are coming, and we are helping to create them. And the people in power are starting to listen.
We want Northerners to be more engaged in the provincial economy and to feel more engaged. And part of what we're doing to encourage that is substantially more dollars for both infrastructure and for Northern and First Nations and Métis training and education.
Starting this year, from Prince Albert North, they're going to train 160 Northerners that is funded by the federal and the provincial money. So if we can train 160 people, not only the far north, but I mean if we can get 30% of that seats in there, I think we'd be sitting in pretty good shape.
I think you're seeing more and more youth complete their grade 12. You're seeing more industry and government go in and explain the opportunities to the youth, and they're starting to see that there is a bright future out there. There's no doubt that there's enough jobs in the Athabasca for any youth that wants to participate in the economy.
We are in partnership with a number of different communities all across the north, with northern businesses, with northern stakeholders. We all have limited resources, and the board has the basic philosophy that we can do much more collectively than we can individually.
They've always told me they're not opposed to development, but they want to be part of it, and in all ways possible. And being a part of it also is like you take ownership, and they've consistently said that to industry and to government.
They want to see a long-lasting relationship with the mining sector, and the best way to achieve that is to give them employment, opportunity to make profit, and provide a better life for their people. And the same token, the message from them on a continual basis is take care of the environment. And when you have that kind of scenario developed where Aboriginal people are working, the environment's taken care of, the mining companies are operating within the guidelines, and the people have long-lasting benefit to build a better hope and a better future for their children, well, that's a win-win-win-win.
Northerners have many strengths. Our commitment to this place and to one another. Our vibrant and growing youth population, eager to seize opportunities, to develop solutions. Our elders, whose knowledge of our history show us that we are a strong people, adaptable, determined, compassionate, and deserving of a good future, full of opportunities for everyone.
Right now, our hope is the future. I know education is important.
The promotion from our end in the education department is to promote our local people to get into a lot of the training areas, so they'll be able to come back and contribute to the community.
And we're quite keen to work with the people that want to live in the area, and the youth are a big part of that. Their future too is in learning some of the skills that are required at the mine sites.
I think if we get a training center in Stoney, for the Athabasca region, things are going to look up because more people will be home and, in this area where they're used to it.
We would like to see is through the education programs, just put some of our people in the technical aspect of it, in the management part of it, so that we can build a foundation that's strong enough to open up and develop our own resource development in the near future.
Our workforce, our skilled workforce in particular, is approaching retirement every day. And then we have this very young, vibrant, talented northern Aboriginal population that are eager to take on the training and eventually replace the skilled workers. So the northern communities really provide a competitive advantage for us for future skilled workforce replacement.
Develop young minds to start thinking about the future of economic development instead of depending on governments and depending on somebody else. Depend on yourself, create your own jobs, create your own business, and that's what we're focusing on right now. And hopefully that that'll take off very soon because we got a lot of young, talented people in this community.
Here in the North, we come up with our own solutions. We lean on one another, and we also reach out when we need a helping hand. We see that there is much to be gained in forming alliances. We believe in self-determination, and we also believe in cooperation.
Well, Athabasca Basin basically matched our group's investment in the company, so it really helped us to carry on.
We have a preferred northern supplier program. So we encourage all companies, if they're working with Cameco, to look to see if there's an opportunity to partner with a northern owned business to provide services to Cameco.
You have to get to know each other. So part of it is trust and respect, and all of that goes with developing relationships, and so that's a partnership in that respect.
Well, part of it is it's their community, and they have a say whether we should go ahead or not. And I'm sure, I know most of them here want us here because it's jobs for them.
So entrepreneurs starting up in the region will get full support from our organization, and we'll assist any way that we can to ensure success.
The communities are open for business. They want an opportunity to see what they can do to increase the quality of life in our communities, and like they can work with the communities. They can work with the leadership. Leadership are open.
The future of Athabasca Basin lies in partnership. The ripple effects of our cooperation will benefit each one of us.
This land, these waters, have been entrusted to us. We are its human face, tough as sinew, patient as waves gently eroding the shore. We are building what we require: the roads, the communication systems, the opportunities for education, jobs, and investment. And we need you to help us reach our goals. We believe in ourselves and in this place. And we know that the only unchanging thing in this world is that change happens. We'd like to see you involved. Get in touch.
Let's share the wealth and see how far our efforts can reach.